Now, French President Emmanuel Macron and several African leaders and dignitaries attended the funeral ceremony of the late president of Chad at the main square in N'Djamena on Friday. The funeral went ahead despite warnings from the rebels against attendance to the ceremony. His death pushed Chad into a looming political unrest, alarming Western powers over political loss of a key ally. Khadija Seka tells us more of that in this report.
President Deby was a key player in security strategy in the Sahel region, and Chad is reputed for having one of the best trained and best equipped armies in West Africa, battling militants linked to both Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group. Chad's late president was laid to rest on Friday in a funeral ceremony held amid uncertainty over the country's democratic failure. The Central African nation was thrown into turmoil after the military announced Deby's death on Tuesday, just one day after his re-election for a sixth term in office. A close ally to Western powers, Deby was in charge of Chad's central role in counter-terrorism operations in the Sahel and Red Chad Basin, where various Islamist extremist groups operate. Speaking in the ceremony, President of France, Emmanuel Macron, lauded the achievements of the late president in maintaining peace and security within the region.
Cher Président, cher Maréchal, cher Idriss.
Dear President, dear Marshal, dear Idriss, we are gathered before your remains after 3 decades at the head of your country and after so many brave battles. The battles you have fought, and I quote, "You have always been the expense of territorial integrity and the homeland, the preservation of stability and peace, the fight for freedom, security and justice."
La préservation de la stabilité et de la paix.
The President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Félix Tshisekedi, said the Chadians should honor their fallen leader, describing the late president as an exemplary leader to the people.
Cher peuple tchadien, plutôt que d'annihiler les efforts réalisés jusqu'à ce jour dans le renforcement de l'unité et de la...
Dear Chadian people, rather than annihilate the efforts made to date in strengthening the unity and stability of your country, the sudden death of the Marshal of Chad should in fact serve as a memory of something illustrious that has disappeared. He was a catalyst for a true union of the Chadian people in its greatest diversity. Our continent has suffered enough from the lack of unity and stability.
Chad's president was one of Africa's longest-serving ruler and a close ally of the Western powers, especially France. Deby rose to the rank of Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces by spearheading a 1999 rebellion that overthrew authoritarian leader Hissène Habre, his one-time mentor. He officially took over in February the following year and went on to win elections in 1996 and again in 2001 before pushing through a constitutional change in 2018 that would allow him to stay in power until 2033. Although criticized by human rights groups for his repressive rules, he established himself as a key military ally of Western powers in the international fight against armed groups. Khadija Seka, iAfrica News.